Right, so I'm telling you now, if I don't show you there's blood in these, you're never, ever, ever, ever gonna notice. Buddy cup. Why's everyone looking at me funny? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Happy Halloween. My apologies if the title of the video and the thumbnail come across as a bit clickbaity, but I needed to grab your attention because the bowl of noodles I'm about to have and about to show you is worthy of your full attention. So I've definitely included blood noodles in the title, which is going to make you think maybe this is my first time eating these noodles. It's not. I've been eating these for years, but it could be your first time, especially some of my new viewers, to try Kuaw Teow Ruea. And I thought, what better place to bring you to try a delicious bowl of these blood noodles than right on the canal at Baan Suan Ing Nam in Nonthaburi. So my plan this morning was actually to take you to Boat Noodle Alley by Victory Monument in Bangkok. And so you're probably thinking, like, why have you ended up in Nonthaburi? Well, I've wanted to show you this place for ages, and I'm not quite sure why I didn't. It's a little bit of a drive out of Bangkok. It's like 45 minutes north of central Bangkok, but it's not a million miles away from where my wife works. So I dropped my wife at school today, and I thought, you know what? It's equal distance, and this is just something a little bit more special. As much as I love Boat Noodle Alley, I've just hit 4,000 subscribers, so thank you to all the new subscribers. So I thought I would take you out and show you something really special. It's a world away from being in Bangkok. We're in a district called Nonthaburi, which is just north of Bangkok. It's like, for anyone in London, it's like Watford to London. It's just above, and it's its own little district. But there's loads and loads. When you get off the main bit, there's like loads of these like old sort of farmlands around the canals, and it's just set on like a lush sort of green garden, hence the name, I guess. Baan Suan means garden house Ing Nam, garden house by the river, I guess. Ing, I'm not sure what Ing means, but Nam means water, so it's garden house by the water, and that's exactly what this is. So you're sitting, as I said, on the canal front, right? It's an open restaurant. Everyone's sitting on the floor. You're just sitting underneath tables, and everyone's just sitting on mats, and it's all open air. So you're actually basically level with the canal. So you can see all the houses on the other side of the canal. See up and down this side of the river. I'm not sure if this is it's a canal. It's a canal, but it's quite a wide canal, and at the moment the water level's right up. So we're like almost. I'll show you. We're almost actually in the water. This is the table, so we're literally just sitting right under the table. And so if you're not familiar with boat noodles, Kuaw Teow Ruea or Kuaw Teow Nam Tok, it's noodle soup thickened with pork blood, okay? And that sounds, I know it's gonna be hard for people to get their heads around, some people, but just think of it like black pudding, all right? Like in England or Scotland, all right? It's the tiniest amount of blood, and all it does is thicken up the soup in the bottom of the bowl. It gives it a really intense flavour, because traditionally these noodles are served in tiny little bowls, and they were served, as the name suggests, boat noodles from a boat on the canal. So the idea behind them was that the boat drivers would have to do everything themselves. They'd have to make the soup. They'd have to put the bowls together. They'd have to do the washing up and everything. And it was a lot easier to do this out of small bowls for a couple of reasons. One, so they didn't have to carry a massive bowl of a pot of soup. And two, when they're passing the bowls from canal to land, because we're talking, this was when Bangkok and Pathum Thani and Ayutthaya was completely canals. It was a lot easier than like handed over big massive bowls of piping hot soup to the customers. And there's actually a lady here coming around on a boat, is actually selling stuff from a boat. So I think she's selling, I'm not exactly sure what she's selling. I know she's got bananas, but she had something else as well. And yeah, she's just pulled up, and all the locals have been going to her and grabbing a few little snacks. So again, just something you're not really going to see every day in Bangkok, unless you're on a hidden Bangkok boat tour. Let's take a look at the boat noodles. So we've got more tun, which is, if I've said it correctly, stewed pork, and literally that's just fallen off the bone with a plastic spoon. Luk chin, pork balls, tap more. Tap is liver. I really do like liver in boat noodles, and I've got these with one with sen yai noodles. I ordered 2 bowls, and the other bowl I've got with classic sen lek noodles. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you've got those. You've got like a clump of noodles, and then at the bottom you've just got a little bit of sauce, and this harks back to what I was saying earlier. It's just a little bit of soup. That soup has to be really intense because you only get a small amount of it, so you end up with much more flavour. So we've got chili vinegar, sugar, roasted dry chili, and fish sauce. Alright, so even though I did ask for it spicy, I haven't given it to be very spicy, so we're going to put some of this roasted chili in there, and then also the Nam Som, the pounded chili, but this is actually usually green in boat noodle shops, so red one's a little bit different. Just going to give that a little mix up, get it all the noodles coated. See, like, look at that. You wouldn't actually notice there was blood in that, would you, if I hadn't told you? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to try this pork first without anything. That is a literal melt in your mouth. The sauce, say sauce, it's a soup, but it's quite thick, so I'm saying sauce. Very, very rich. Quite sweet. They're always quite sweet, but it's not like, it's more like a, you know, like a palm sugar or rock sugar kind of sweetness. It's not like a, it's like a quite rounded, like thick sweetness, if that makes any sense. Right, I'm gonna try all the meat actually. So, more chin, just sliced fresh pork, all right? So the more chin, the sliced pork, very, very soft, very, very tender. That's important. They've just literally just marinated that and then just dunked it into the hot broth to cook it for a couple of seconds. And now let's try a bit of that liver. Same with the liver. Same with the liver. Very, very soft, very, very tender, very well cooked. This is a very good bowl of soup. It is quite spicy actually. It's actually very spicy. And you need that vinegar to cut the soup because it's very rich, it's quite sweet. You need that little hit of sour. Then you get the Thai basil and the bean sprouts just to bring a little bit of freshness. It's good. See, sen yai sen yai means wide rice noodle. They're my noodle of choice for beef noodles. But and sometimes you do get beef boat noodles, they just do pork in here though. But for pork, I actually prefer either sen lek or sen ba mi, so I'm not sure why I ordered them. I don't actually remember ordering them, so maybe they just gave them to me. Oh, woon sen's lovely as well. Okay, that's actually much better. Yeah, get the thin noodles. It just, I don't know why, it's like certain types of pasta, it just works better with certain soups. Look, I know I joked about at the start of the video with the fake blood and stuff, but you wouldn't know there was blood in this unless I told you. Like, all it does is thicken up the soup and makes it quite really, really rich. So you've got the crunch from the pork skin, you've got ridiculously tender stewed pork. Now that's ridiculous. That is literally falling apart in my mouth. So it's not just boat noodles, they've got a variety of dishes here. It did take me a while to work out exactly what they sell because there's no English menu. But I will try and put Thai to English translations in the box below. You can just screenshot it. So I'm going to crack on with this tom yum fried rice. Nice. That's very good. That's very good. For someone that loves those tom yum flavors, like roasted chili paste, pik pao is like one of my favorite things in the world. Lime leaves, love. Lemongrass, love. I think this has even got some tomato in it. That is very, very good. Let's try a prawn. All right, head. Some people think chewing heads is disgusting, but you get all that flavour, even in these small little ones. Head juice is where it's at. All right. Good prawns. They've kind of just been coated with that chili paste. Right, I'm going to get a bit of everything. I'm going to get a prawn and some of that rice. All right, looking forward to this one as well. I've got Choo Chee Patu or Patu Choo Chee. So Choo Chee is like a kind of like a Penang curry. I still don't really know the difference. And Patu is Thai mackerel. So we've got mackerel in a thick curry sauce with lime leaves, loads and loads of aromatics. It's peanutty, it's spicy, it's absolutely delicious. They've even done the rice in the shape of a fish. All right, so let's peel this back. Let's get some of the mackerel meat, some of that rich coconut curry sauce. Oh. That is fantastic. Patu tastes exactly like mackerel. So if you've had mackerel in England or America or whether you're watching this, Australia, that's what it tastes like. So it's quite oily, quite rich, and then you've got that rich, peanutty, almost satay-like Penang curry sauce. Like I cannot tell you what the difference between this. I'd love someone to tell me. Someone told me it's just the amount of aromatics that go in, but Choo Chee and like what we would consider to be a Penang in the West, or when you go to guest houses or when you're on islands, not the one in Bangkok that's thinner with the pea aubergines. This tastes exactly the same. It is absolutely delicious. I would say, yeah, 100%. If the first two dishes didn't confirm it for us guys, this has confirmed that this place is 100% worth the trip. Right, I reckon it's time to try some of these banana chips. All right. So because they're banana chips, you're kind of expecting them to be sweet, but they're not. They use the green bananas, they use unripe bananas. They're not very sweet, there's not a lot of sugars being produced. And they taste more like a root vegetable, like a sort of a cross between a normal crisp and a sweet potato crisp. And the fact these have come from the garden, they just fry them out back, amazing. There's actually a little hotel here you can stay at. We might go and look at that in a minute, we might not, it might not be open, but top spot, top spot. So I definitely think, guys, if you haven't tried these, you know, have I let you down yet? Have I let you down yet? Just, if you could, like, just get your head around it, and if not, just say Mayao Luat or Mai Nam Tok, I think, because Nam Tok means put blood in it, or blood in it. Means waterfall, but that's what these noodles are called, Kuaw Teow Nam Tok or Kuaw Teow Ruea, which is boat noodles. But just say no blood, they're still absolutely delicious with no blood in, and then just work your way up to having the blood put in. Alright, so I hope that I have convinced you to get out yourself and try some of these delicious boat noodles, whether it's here or whether it's in Boat Noodle Alley in Bangkok, which, by the way, if you want me to, I will go back and do that video there, because it is good fun down there. There's like 10 odd shops that all sell the same noodles. And our Nam Pao nakap. Nam Pao, Nam King nakap. Yeah, sorry. So down at Boat Noodle Alley, you've got like loads of these shops, and it's quite good fun down there because you eat all these small little bowls, you pile them up, and if you eat like 20 bowls, if you eat like 20 bowls, you get a free Pepsi. So, and they're like 13 baht a bowl. So we'll go down there and do that if you want. But I would definitely say, guys, you've got to come here and check this place out for yourself. Just for the views, just for the atmosphere, the ambience, and this amazing soup and amazing side dishes. Definitely, I mean, I can't see how anyone, if you like seafood, like my wife would hate this, but if you like seafood, these two dishes are great. If you like boat noodles, this is a very, very, very good bowl. Big thank you to Kev and Belle. You know who you are. You brought me up here the first time, and this has just convinced me and confirmed that the quality is the same whenever you come here. So guys, thank you very much again for helping me get to my 4,000 subscribers. Let's try and get it to 5, 10, 20,000. Why not? I'm so glad you were enjoying the videos. Continue to comment. I absolutely love it. I will answer every single comment if it kills me. And keep sharing and liking the videos. I will stick directions, opening times, and hopefully translations, as always, in the description box below. But for now, I will see you guys in the next one.